Hey y'all, Billy from Perma Pastures Farm, along with my intrepid dog, Milk Boy. Ain't that right, boy? All right, y'all, real quick. April 15th, this weekend, if you're anywhere near Asheville, North Carolina, we're going to be there, and a bunch of others are going to be there too. You'll find everything you need to know down below. Be there, be square. All right, so we're going to get into something I think and I know is really important, especially in these times. Have you put back food for yourself? Maybe for your animals? Have you thought about minerals? Well, that's part of what we're going to cover today, and one of the ways outside of the box that we've been doing for quite a while now, and maybe you might want to consider doing as well. All right, here's another method in which we go about handling our minerals, and it's a relatively new method. Now, we still have all their minerals inside, but in addition to that, there's another method. I want to give a hat tip to Tabletop Farms for making us aware of it. They also have a YouTube. You should check them out. They do fantastic stuff. So what do we got here, honey?
So we have minerals that you put in basically an aqueous solution that just makes it available in a different form to them. And what I've noticed, we started this in the wintertime, and it's originally Steve Campbell's information, and we'll link the videos in the description. But one thing that I've noticed in the wintertime, when they were on stockpiled forage that isn't as nutritious as it is now, they were drinking like 3/4 of the bucket. But now that it's springtime and the grass is more nutritious, they don't need as much of them. But we're still giving it to them.
Now, what exactly is in this? Because you have a bag. Why don't you tell them what's in it?
So you fill a bag with either C90 minerals or Redmond salt, which has minerals in it also. You fill a bag about a little less than a cup. You put it in your water source, and it's all dependent on, you have to get your ratios correct. So we calculated for our ratios based on a 5-gallon bucket. So you put the minerals in the bag, you drop it in the water, and you just let them drink from it throughout the day, and then you take it out at night.
All right, so it goes in for how long?
12 hours.
All right.
You put it in the morning, and then you take it out at night.
All right, so the chickens accidentally got out a little bit early. Right here is all that comfrey that Michelle just harvested. By the time we're full blown running, in fact, you can see it in some of the older videos where we would, when they were in the chicken tractor on steroids, we would give this stuff by the armfuls. Now, they just got into a new place that needs recovery right now, so it's not going to be the first thing they go after. But I guarantee by close of business today, every single bit of that will be gone. And like everything else, they'll take exactly what they'll need. They'll partake of what they need, and then they'll move on. A lot of the benefits, I mean, we'll talk about it here on the trees in a minute, but in the animal systems, the benefit we see is that they almost never touch anything that's mineral. They get it all out of here. And I mean all of it. We even take this stuff and dry it up in the winter and make comfrey hay out of it. So it's got B12, vitamin A, vitamin C. In fact, I believe it's the only plant that has B12. So not only do we use it here, all those trees you see in the emerging orchard over there, we grow a lot of it around there, and we can't grow enough of it. We use it as a mulch layer around all of our trees as the season unfolds. So if you need any, you know where to go, right there at the website. All right, so here's how she goes about it in the morning. This is kind of one of her things that she's really, really good at. Do want to give a shout out to my man Jerry down in Alabama. We met him just a couple of weeks ago at that last festival down there. It was the Keeper of the Old Ways, and that was a great festival, by the way. But this here, I mean,
he brought us the bag, this bag of C90 minerals.
Yeah.
But we were before using the Redmond's number 10 fine, which he talks about in the video. You can use either one, but this is the only one that I could get until Jerry brought us this one. So we're going to try this one today.
Yeah, and well, which one are we going to do today? This one?
This one.
Okay, so typically, y'all, what happens, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
Typically what happens is, I mean, it'll freak you out when you see how little your hair sheep drink. Am I wrong?
Yeah, especially during the winter time. They typically don't drink a ton of water through the winter time. And then when we first put this out to them, they drank 3/4 of a bucket.
Yeah, at a time of the year where they really don't drink much at all. So what are you adding here? What do you generally put in there?
So I've calculated for a 5-gallon bucket, it's a little less than 8 ounces. So I'm just gonna put that in the bag.
This is our first time using the C90. Typically, it's always the Redmonds that she's been using. And so now
we're just gonna clip it and let it hang down in there. And then we're just gonna fill it up with water.
All right, so we took this bucket, had to walk it up the mountain. It's hard for you to get a scope here, but believe me, it's come quite a ways. So that means a morning workout as well. Not bad when you're doing 75 hard. So here it is, just basically sitting in this water bucket. It'll dissolve, and typically these boys, we got the Rams up here, they're gonna drink this thing probably plumb down to halfway, which is highly unusual. But it's honestly, it's really helping out quite a bit. Honey, is there anything else you wanna add about this stuff?
No, we'll link, like I said, we'll link the 2 original sources of information where we got, so you can go check it out and get the information for yourself.
All right, so y'all look, in these times, we gotta be thinking outside the box, even in terms of how we do and get our minerals. Comfrey's been our go-to for a long, long time, and it doesn't hurt to stockpile some of this as well, all right? So if you need any Comfrey, you need anything from us, bone sauce, rice knives, anything, y'all. And don't forget, we got that butchery class at the end of April, beginning of May. All right, y'all. Hopefully I'll see y'all this weekend out at Farm Where You Live. Till next time, this is Billy and the Homestead Honey at Perma Pastures Farm, where permaculture is my passion. See you next time.